It's Hitler has only got one ball. Goering has two but very small. Himmler has something similar, but poor old Goebbels has no balls at all. Bum, bum. A new DNA analysis reveals that Adolf Hitler suffered in fact from a rare genetic disorder which often results in having undescended testicles or a micropenis. Now, the Nazi tyrant's DNA sample, which was taken from a bloody sofa at his Berlin bunker, revealed he suffered from a syndrome which hinders puberty and sexual development. Well, we always discuss this, is the historian and the author Tony McMahon. Tony, and of course, one of the greatest songs of defiance sang by British squaddies of all time, alluded to this, and we're going to have a little sing-song, aren't we? Let's start. It's Hitler has only got one ball. Goering has two but very small. Himmler has something similar, but poor old Goebbels has no balls at all. Bum, bum. Now, that was a classic morale-boosting ditty sang by our squaddies in the war, and it turns out it's based in science.
Well, you know, how did they know is the question, but it seems that science has kind of caught up with our boys in the Second World War, that basically by analysing this strip of sofa, this is basically where Hitler blew his brains out, left a lot of blood over the sofa. An American soldier goes into the bunker, end of the war, tears a strip off the sofa. I think it ends up in a museum somewhere in America. DNA eventually comes along and they've extracted the DNA and found that Hitler had this condition called Kallmann syndrome, which means that his puberty was delayed. Now, that means it's almost like a random, he either had no balls, one ball, or two balls, but they descended very late.